Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more 9 rip, going to start Manami's route today. And this is going to suck because, like, not saying that Manami's route's not going to be good, because it'll be interesting, don't get me wrong, but Seiya's going to be there the whole time, and I'm just going to die. Because I took a little break. Obviously, I recorded a route in our other game, and I'm like, I miss him so much. And like, it's okay, we're gonna go on to something. But now you're gonna shove Seiya in my face 90% of the time, and it's gonna be very difficult. Anyway, I just wanted to note, it's funny in the guide because for the notes for Manami's route, Atome Kitten puts, there are 2 happy routes, happy endings for this, the godly end and the heavenly end. That's it for all of them. But she puts a note, please play both his happy endings. Do people not play all the games? Like, would you not? Why would you not play both of them? Who's not playing both? Are they not? That makes me. Are they really happy? Or, like, why would you not? And then, like, anyway. The common route bad end we already did. But anyway, so we are going to start here, and yes, we are going to skip so that we remember what the fuck is happening. Okay, so right, we were gonna go pray, and then we're like, nah, no. And then our whole thing, our sheet rips in half. We end up on the train. Manami's acting all like sad sack, you know. Like, oh my god, I'm so freaking scared. Oh, like, whatever. Manipulating us. Yep, okay. We don't even mention the horns, nothing at all. We're gonna still say stop being so pessimistic. Okay. Um, he still have his little boots. And I know we could skip to the next choice, but like, look, it's been a hot minute since I played, so I don't particularly. It's not that I don't remember, because it's not like it's been that long, but it's nice to kind of get the refresher. Manami Haunted. Oh my god. Oh, you can't do this to me. I don't believe it. Oh, I love you so much, but you gotta date that other gremlin. Oh, this is so cruel. This is the worst thing this game has done to me. Listen, I love Sena, but like Koyo was great too, so it was like, oh, it's a little hard. Or like, listen. Actually, that's not even a good example. The best example is going down and seeing Kureha and Hibiki's route. And Hibiki wasn't bad at all, but like, I believe Manami. Okay. But like, between the two of them, Kureha, no question. No question. Right? Between Sena and Koyo, I like them both. We can be in the middle of the man sandwich. I'll take either one. They're both great, okay? But like, I hate to say Hibiki's gonna like not rank as high. The route was great and everything, but he's just not my type. So fine, you know? Kureha always. And it was hard seeing Kureha. It was hard seeing fucking Seiya in that, and we hadn't even gotten here. But now you want to dangle this goddamn beautiful carrot in my face and you think I'm gonna run away from it? Bitch, this is how you get my fat ass on a treadmill and you make a bitch run. You dangle this in front of me and you're like, run, girl. And I will run. Jesus, this is how I exercise. That's now I figured it out. I want his help, but okay. Most of these are going to be the same, so I'm just kind of scrolling up for this. You know, I'm just saying. Because the god of death is near, okay? Bird, fucking pick a lane. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I'm moving my hand and you're coming like you're going to attack me. What the fuck do you want? Actually, I don't even want you up here with me. I'm mad at you. You followed me into the bathroom and took a giant shit all over my sweater, and you know better. And I don't like you right now. I love you, but I don't like your attitude. I don't like your attitude. So I'm still mad at you. You're a big fat fucking jerk. You know better. You're a big asshole, and I don't even want you here. And then you look at me with that face, and I'm like, yes, I do. But don't tell him. Head to the main street, Manami. Okay. It's like, don't tell him. But I absolutely still fucking love this little bastard. And like, yes, I do want him here. Please, lick me some more. But don't lick my eyeballs out. Right, so this one Manami saying that. Like, it'll be fine once we get to, like, not having Saya around at all, and I'm not tempted, but like right now it's very hard because Saya's there. Saya's there, and it just we're gonna choose. I don't want to go see Saya. I absolutely want to go see him, but I don't because it's gonna hurt me. No. Oh, I want to be your type. Oh, I know I am. You're perfect, and I love you. Don't ever leave me. Don't make me go. Can we just do Saya's route a second time? Can we just do Saya's route a second time and then call it a day? Do I have to? Again, it's not like there's anything wrong with Manami. I mean, maybe there will be. Maybe we're gonna get down this and I'm gonna be like, fuck this bitch, and like hate him. But like, even him like licking my face and threatening to like lick my eyeballs out and shit like that, I'm like, whatever. He kind of made it a little fun and everything. And like, okay, fine. Again, he's not my type. He's too baby-faced, you know. But, you know. I mean, although, then again, like that CG where he's lifting us up, it's like, all right, you're kind of hot in that CG. So, like, they did a good job making him not look as, like, 12 years old in his CGs. So I can appreciate that. You're like, all right, okay. All right. You're not as manly as Saya. You still look like you're a 16, maybe 17-year-old, which again, not really attractive for me. That's reassuring. But, I'd rather them look our age than look 12, even when he's like a couple hundred probably. You know what I mean? But like Hibiki looks like a teenage boy, but he's still a little too innocent. They could tell me Saya's like 18 and I'd be like, bullshit! The man looks like he's 30. But also, anyone between the ages of 20 and 30 are generally drawn the same. It's on the 3rd floor, okay. But anyway, like, I'm sure Manami's route's gonna be fine. It's just, you can't put me down, like, you also can't put those two were not tempting for me when I was gonna, oh no. Oh no. Alright, well this will be different because we didn't do this before. I walked by the faculty room and spotted Manami lying on a desk, looking bored. It seemed rather fitting that he choose to lay on the vice principal's desk. Manami, you know this place will return to the mortal realm. Don't mess things up too much. I saw documents scattered on the floor and realized he'd made a mess to have a place to lay down. I don't care. I sighed and started picking up the scattered papers on the ground. I finished with what you needed to do. Come on, let's head back already. I have to wait for the right time. I think it's soon, though. I see. Then how about killing some time with me? You dragged me here after all. Frankly, it's the least you could do. Fine. Want to chat for a bit, then? Sure, that works. But you pick the topic, and I'll punish you if it's boring. Ugh, he's so self-centered. What should we talk about? Likes. Okay. I want to talk about Saya. I don't care if it doesn't get his affection up. I'm not trying to romance you. I want to talk about Saya because I love Saya. It took a lot. It took a lot to not choose that option, even though I know it's wrong. What do you like, Manami? Sweets. That's it. What? Why are you reacting like it was unexpected? You think I don't like sweets? Oh, that's not it. I was more surprised that it's the same for me. Oh, come to think of it, you were always eating that same parfait. I've always wanted to try it, but I don't have any money. Oh, I know. Next time, treat me to a parfait. What? Why should I? Oh, but if I treat you, will you give up on my soul? You're hilarious. You really think you can negotiate with a demon? Sure, why not? So what do you say? I like the balls on her. She's like, will you give up on my soul? You think you can negotiate with me? Yeah? So we got a deal here or what? Sure. I will say yes to that if you buy me 10,000 parfaits. What? Yeah, let's put that idea on ice. Oh, that's me. Yeah, Let's put that idea on ice for now. How about 1,000? No. That's when you're like, how about 100 parfaits? And he's like, no, 1,000. And you're like 200. And then you eventually settle on like 300, and you're like, that's fine. Over the course of the rest of my life, I'll buy you 300 parfaits. Oh yeah, what a bummer. Ugh, you know it's impossible. I walked down the hallway, but stopped while my body was filled with a strange sensation. Okay, then we're getting whipped back. Okay. My guide went dark. I'm assuming it's he may be right. Yeah. Insanity, which we don't really need to worry about, to be fair, because we already got the. I know that this one's probably a little more spoilery in the sense of things, but I do kind of wish we had done this one first. This way, right now, we could be going down Saya's route. At the same time, though, knowing what I know about Saya's route, and oh god, that bastard. How beautiful you are. I don't think my heart could take it. Oh. I gave up. Do. Oh, stop it. Oh, no. I don't want to say the other answer. I stepped back, not wanting to lead him on, but it hurts. I trust you, Saya, but that's all it is. I made my feelings clear in both words and body language. Saya responded with a wry smile. I hurt so bad I want to cry. That's fine. For our purposes, trust is what we need more than anything else. Despite his words, his tone seemed sad, making me feel a bit guilty. It hurts. Well then, be careful, all right? He turned and quickly left the room. His departure left me feeling lonely and yet somewhat embarrassed. I realized that I had grown accustomed to... No, I'd grown to expect that he'd treat me with affection. I should go. I don't want to hurt our precious princess. Eager to dismiss these thoughts, I hurried outside. See, it's like this moment she's like, I kind of like the attention I was getting from him. Then why would you go and fall in love with this gremlin? No. I am a little upset. Okay. Ugh. Listen, once we get to Manami's route, I'll be fine. But like right now, where we are like pulling away from Seiya and turning to Manami, I hate it. It hurts me, and I want to cry. Well, yeah, it's frustrating. I was taken away to this strange place, and my life was in danger. Of course, I was angry. Right? Exactly. It's a natural reaction. I can't believe it. Manami and I actually agree on something. I bet you anything that guy has a terrible personality. Bringing you here, making you suffer. Bad personality? Seriously, Manami? You're one to talk. I blurted the words out and his eyes widened. Ha! Good point. Why are you laughing, Manami? I mean, yeah, demons have bad personalities. But look at you starting to talk back to me. I really don't understand, Manami. He wants to hurt me, yet sometimes it feels like he's trying to help me. Oh. Thanks for waiting. Here's your usual extra super duper large parfait. You know, you always look so glum whenever you order this. Shut up. Just stay out of this. All right. Sorry. I didn't want anybody to know what I felt like when I ate my parfaits. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. I scooped up a big dollop of cream and placed it into my mouth. Ah, this is pure happiness. His voice is kind of all over the place. I realize it's kind of changed since when we first started, but like, whatever, it is what it is. Sweets were perfect when I was irritated. The human girl who came in before. Any chance she'll stop by again? Leave me alone. Go away. Okay, just curious. She was cute. Just hoping to see her again, that's all. Snap. Just like that, I lost my temper. I had the manager by his shirt before I knew it. Listen, you lay a finger on her and I'll make sure that loud mouth of yours gets quiet real quick. Gets real quiet. Sorry, not get quiet, whatever. I ad-libbed a little there. Oh, go right ahead. This town's full of tough guys, trust me. I won't go down without a fight. I see. But if you kill me, who's gonna pay off my tab? Guess I can't kill you then. Doesn't mean I can't break some kneecaps. I let go of him and patted his shirt to knead out the wrinkles my fist had made. Sorry. Seriously, but if she comes in here again and you talk to her, I'll kill you. Yeah, and if I look at her, you're gonna gouge my eyes out too? Not a bad idea. Give me a break. She belonged to me. Only to me. That's why I was so frustrated. I gotta get my head straight and focus on stealing her soul. You're getting all, like, jealous and defensive and, like, if I wasn't in love with Saya so fucking hard, that might have been okay. I might have been, like, a little more like, oh, okay. But it's like, you know what? But I love Saya so much. No. I don't wanna go talk to Manami. I wanna go to Saya's place and just curl up with him and pet him and tell him I'm sorry, I'm absolutely in love with you and I didn't mean to hurt you before. I didn't mean what I said, the game made me do it and I don't wanna. It makes me wanna cry thinking I hurt you. My precious little princess. It's gonna be really hard to get through, just saying. I decided to talk more with Manami, so I headed to the pub where I thought he'd be. Manami? Whoa, what the hell are you doing here? Jeez, when you say it like that. Guess I'll just head home. Bye. You're like, I'll just leave and go jump on Saya's lap. He will more than likely welcome me. As I tried to open the door, Manami's hand slammed it shut. You came to see me, right? I guess I could make time for you. Always with a condescending attitude. But if he's agreeing, I guess that means he's willing to talk with me. So what should we talk about now? Saya? It's fear. It's not Saya. You look like nothing can scare you. I bet you laugh everything off. Obviously. There's nothing in this world that scares me. I'm the one who scares people, after all. Guess you have a point there. What? You're afraid of me? Of course I am. You're after my soul. Who wouldn't be afraid? That makes me so happy. I'll be sure to continue to make you fearful of me. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'll start off by doing something scary, like licking my eyeballs out. Huh? How about we tell scary stories? Oh, scary stories, huh? I thought he was gonna do something to me. What did you think I was gonna do? Nothing at all. Go on, why don't you tell me a scary story? Well, when you ask me to do it, it's not as fun. But oh well, guess I can tell you one. Manami shifted in his seat and got ready. He coughed and began a scary story. This is a story about a cafe in hell. A man ordered a parfait. He always ordered the same one, a strawberry parfait. As usual, the parfait was brought before the man. However, today the parfait had been lacking his favorite strawberry sauce. The man called out, "Hey, you forgot the sauce." The master replied, "Oh yeah, I'm all out today, so this is what you'll get." And then he threw his knife toward the man and slashed his throat. Blood splattered everywhere and... no more, I've had enough. That's not scary at all. Was she really... No more, I've had enough. Was she really scared? Because she's got exclamation points. Like she's really scared and I'm just like, okay, that's lame. Oh, why though? I was just getting to the good part. Why are we scared of this? Like, ew. There was more? Yeah, no. Okay, listen, chicken shit. You're in hell. I think you need to suck it up a little bit. Like, that was not scary at all. Ooh, gross. You're like, ew, it was kind of gross. But, like, oh, well. As long as I scared you. Or was she like, oh, no, stop. Oh, my God. That was so terrifying. And he believes it. I don't know. Like, okay. I just don't believe her reaction. I don't. Not at all. And man, that scene was intense. It was pretty fun to watch, actually. Wait, that actually happened? I never wanted to hear a scary story from Minami ever again. Again, it wasn't scary. Kind of gross. But, like, her idea of scary is, like, okay, no, what Reika's gonna do to you is scary. Oh, okay. Alright, listen, this is mine. You get that right. Minami kicked Reika away as he spoke. Ah! Reika flew back and rolled into the open train. The door shut and the train departed as if nothing unusual had happened. And tell me, princess, am I your knight in shining armor? Unfortunate. His intimidating aura vanished, replaced by a smile. Why? Huh? Didn't I tell you I'd protect you? True, he said that back at the school. I thought he was only talking about saving my soul for himself. But now his actions seem, to me at least, driven by more than self-interest. Okay, sure, for that single moment, more like a single millisecond, you were like a knight. Oh my, Spacey, what's gotten into you? What's with that disappointed face? You started this night talk. I wanted you to deny it, obviously. I got the feeling Minami wasn't used to sharing his emotions, or enjoying his time with anyone other than himself. Although his little face is kind of adorable right now. Which is why he seemed to get flustered when I voiced approval or complimented him. You know, I think I'm starting to understand you, Minami. What? Thank you, Minami. You really did save me just now. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then so be it. He laughed it off, but I could see his cheeks were slightly flushed. When I help you, or you rely on me, I feel this weird, gross, uncomfortable comfortable feeling. Weird, gross, comfortable feeling. I kind of love that. It's weird, gross, comfortable feeling. I've never felt like this before. It's weird and gross. He didn't say the gross part, but he looked embarrassed. Is that just my imagination? Perhaps it was just the light of the red moon. But the more time I spent with Minami, the more I realized I might be able to see his true self. He was dangerous, but I felt myself drawn in. I was filled with desire to learn more and more about him. Suddenly I felt dizziness overwhelm me. I felt weak and swayed. Not sleeping enough, huh? You keep that up and you'll end up dead. Perhaps it was because I was filled with relief, but I really did feel sleepy. But I slept a lot after I came back from visiting my school. You know that. Sleeping won't fully recover you. The air here will kill you eventually, no matter how much you rest. Saya had said something similar before. I feel like I've been getting sleepier more quickly now. Go near the Khalifa tree. What? The air there's more serene. It'd do your body good. His suggestion caught me off guard. I don't want your soul if you're dead. You've got to stay alive. Minami's expression was the most gentle I'd ever seen from him. He then turned and walked away. And then this is the burden of handling Minami. And that's our insanity up. Okay, now we're in chapter 5. Okay. Alright, so we're almost to Minami's route. Oh, no, my precious princess. Oh. Oh, maybe I should check the main street. Mm-hmm. Did we already do this? I doubt it. Yeah, okay. I wandered around town searching for Minami, when finally I found him. Minami! Ah, man, you found me. Huh? You didn't want me to find you? I was playing solo hide and seek. The goal is for me to avoid your detection by reading your thoughts. What in the world? Well, in that case, you lost, Minami. I found you. There's no winning or losing here. I told you it's solo hide and seek. It's my own personal challenge. That makes no sense at all. Well, seeing as you're here, I guess I can spare some time to listen to what you have to say. This doesn't really seem like the time or place for me to tell him you're my burden, but perhaps the only thing I can do is talk with him and try to get to know him better. So what should we talk about, Saya? No, it's address. Interesting. I want to talk about Saya. Where do you sleep, Minami? Oh, what's this? Are you interested in what my home is like? Well, not necessarily, but why don't you just leave Saya's place and come to mine? I'll sleep next to you. I'd much prefer to sleep with Saya. I mean, next to Saya, on Saya, all over Saya. Wait, what? Listen, it's hard. As soon as you're asleep, I can give you a truly horrible nightmare. You say that like it's a good thing. No, thank you. Seriously? It's such a nice place. I have all these things I've stolen on display. It's such a fun space. Things you've stolen? Well, yeah, it's a normal thing to do. What else would I do? Buy them myself? If I steal things I want, it makes them even more precious to have. That's a very Minami thing to say. And don't worry, I'll steal you from Saya very soon. You just wait. Then I'll take you to my house. I don't want you to steal me from Saya. Stop bringing his name up. It makes me sad. Sorry, buddy. Feeling in danger, I discreetly took a step back from him. A very large step back from him. Are you done talking? Then let's play hide and seek. Huh? Hear it. Try and find me this time. Or you try and find me this time. Hey, wait! Minami dashed off, ignoring my attempt to stop him. I came to talk, and now we're playing hide and seek? He was just dragging me along to help him pass the time. I let out a heavy sigh. Since Minami was my burden, I just wanted to get to know him, and Incubi in general, a little better. I doubt I'll be able to find him. Maybe I should just go talk to Saya. Yes. But if he finds out I went out to see Minami, he'll probably be upset. But aside from Saya, I don't have anyone else here I can talk to. No, go back. If only Sayaka were here. Or my sister. But I was all alone. Hey, are you okay? Huh? I looked around. The voice I heard sounded nearby, but I didn't see anyone calling out to me. Did I imagine it? The voice sounded familiar, too. It was saying, yes, you're on the right track. I'm assuming it's their little god that threw us in here. The voice was coming from inside my head, but it wasn't Minami's voice. Okay, because sometimes it's Minami's voice when it isn't. I'm like, I don't think this would be Minami, but it was my own. Oh, wait. What's happening to me? Am I going crazy? Don't worry, I'm a figment of your imagination. You needed me, so here I am. Where is here? I tried communicating with a strange voice in my mind. Inside your heart. Your heart's tired, and we're in a tough situation. Hence why I'm here. Go back to Saya! I really am going crazy. All I could do was lament the fact that it seemed I had already lost my mind. I had no idea I was actually this stressed. Don't be hard on yourself. Besides, isn't it nice to have someone to talk to? She has a point, but I was unsure about accepting the situation. I figured it was the little god dude, but it's not, it's us, so okay. Enough about that. You're trying to find out more about Incubi, am I right? But I don't have anyone to talk to. No, you don't need someone. What you need's a place. A private place. Home to a hopelessly romantic former exorcist. Yeah! Home to a hopelessly romantic exorcist. Yeah, go back to Saya. I see. No doubt Saya's room at the HO would have books about gods and demons. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go. No. I wanted to go back to the man that occupies those rooms. No. Right, good call. No. You both of you are neither one of them is listening to me, and I don't like it. Still unsure about accepting the supernatural help inside my head, I found myself responding to it. Just as I thought, sorry. As I suspected, Seiya's room held many documents concerning demons and incubi. This is the perfect place to learn about Minami and demons, too. Agreed. I reached for the documents, pondering which to read first, when I noticed someone behind me. Those documents have nothing to do with being spirited away. So what exactly are you researching? Oh, you can't. You can't be here. You can't. It hurts my heart. I already don't want to leave you, and you can't tempt me like this. Why? Why is the game going to make me sad? I turned around, and there stood Seiya. Can I just leap into his arms and kiss him now? I was so busy listening to my inner voice that I hadn't noticed him. I'm researching demons. About Minami. You shouldn't concern yourself with beings like him. You should focus on finding a way back to the mortal realm, right? That's exactly why I'm researching it. The burden God gave me as Minami, I have to face down my demons. Literally. If I understand how to deal with Minami, I might be able to find a way home. All this time I'd been running from my dreams with Minami, too scared to face him. But I knew I couldn't continue like that. To overcome my burden, I had to stop running and confront it. If that's your perceived solution, then perhaps you're right. Seiya spoke in a tone so low I almost didn't hear him. Then he sighed. Oh, he knows we're making the wrong choice. How to fight a demon. Since ancient times, mankind has come up with various ways to repel this evil. Seiya scanned the bookshelves before selecting one. It hurts because I just want to stay in your beautiful, beautiful visage. I just want to stay here and stare at you. I just want to rub up against you like a cat and just like purr and just like pet me. And then I'll pet you and I'll hold you and call you a pretty, pretty princess and tell you how wonderful and beautiful you are. I don't want to go date Minami. I want to stay right here. And like them dangling you in front of me again is rude and I don't like it. Minami is an incubus. If you seek ways to oppose him, this book should be most comprehensive. I flipped through the book and Seiya pointed me to a specific page. It contained information on incubi, a demon that invades dreams. The most familiar types are succubi and incubi. An incubus like Minami isn't very powerful, and not unless they've consumed a human soul and grown stronger. So they gain strength from eating souls. Correct. This isn't limited to incubi, but all demons. They're drawn to human souls. They often employ cunning tactics to coax humans into forming a soul pact with them. See, if you were a demon, I'd have sold my soul to you the second you showed up and you're like, hey, and I'd be like, what? And you'd be like, so your soul, did you want it? Because I absolutely here. I would have already had it out, wrapped up in a nice little fucking bag with a pretty ass bow on it. Be like, would you? Oh, I already gift wrapped it. Sweet, I gift wrapped it for you. You just showed up and said hi, and I had my soul gift wrapped. Did you want kidney too? Did you want both of them? Because I'll give you those. I'll cut them out myself. So, yeah, okay. No, okay. Yeah, I just figured you wanted my soul. Awesome. But that's the problem. He ain't the one asking for it, but he's still the one I want to give it to. Now I gotta go give it to Minami. So disappointing. It certainly seems to be the case. He said a lot to try and get me to give him my soul. But Minami still seems unsure about things. Like there's still some humanity left within him or something. I haven't met any demons aside from Minami, but from what I've observed, he seems to have emotions similar to humans. Do you really believe that? Yes, I do. That's what I've concluded from my time with Minami. I think for the time being, I'll do my best to get to know Minami. I want to try and understand him. Seiya appeared pained. I'm pained too! Seiya, I'm in the cage in the back of her mind screaming and shaking the bars, being like, let me out, I just want to be with you! Don't, she's taking me away, and I don't like it. It wouldn't be so hard if I didn't adore him so motherfucking much, but I do. Like, sorry, I'm tired. But like it was hard seeing Kureha and Hibiki's route, but you're like, Hibiki's an okay character, like I'm kind of interested. And I'm interested in Minami's run, don't get me wrong. But I didn't love Kureha as much as I love fucking Seiya, there's no question here. And I loved Kureha, okay? But like, it's exponentially a million times harder that I love this man, and you're making me leave him. If I had to leave him for like Kureha or Koyo or Sena, it'd be like difficult, but I can handle it because I like them. But like Manami's just not my type. And I'm sure the route's going to be fun, but it's going to be getting there. Getting to his route is painful because I don't want to have to stare at Seiya. It hurts and I don't want to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the worst part of Manami's route. Because, like, once Seiya's not in the picture anymore and I'm not really seeing him, maybe I can just shove you in the back of my mind. You and I can hide in the back of the closet over here and snuggle and make out while she's trying to date Manami and it'll be okay. But, and then I might be able to enjoy Manami's route, but it's really hard right now because they keep putting Seiya in front of my face and I don't want to go with Manami at all. At all. Not at all. Like, I just want to stay right here. I don't want to do Manami's route at all. That's so bad because it's not like there are characters you're like, I just don't like this character, so I don't want to. I'm interested about his route. It's not that I dislike him. You know what I mean? But compared to Seiya, there's no question. And honestly, if I was just going to rank the love interests based on like visual appeal, Manami's still going to be like on the bottom. Because he just has like baby face. And I'm just not into it. You know, even Hibiki, who is actually a teenage boy, has a slightly less baby face than Manami. So Hibiki squeaks out a little bit above Manami and like, I'd rather date Hibiki. You know what I mean? And like, so in that respect, it's like anyone was gonna like be hard to move on to Manami. But then you put the best fucking character in this like that I just my eyeball love, and then he's goddamn fucking perfect, and then you want me to completely downgrade? Like it's very difficult. And I know I'm judging poor Manami's route before we get there, and I know it's gonna be fun. I mean, every route has been great so far. We've had a lot of fun with them. So I don't think his route's going to disappoint me or anything. I'm sure we're going to have fun and it's going to be like, yeah, it was a good time. It's just the getting past Seiya and I'm just clinging desperately to him as the game is trying to drag me away and I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I am like hemming and hawing and kicking and like I've got like both feet on the fucking either side of the door frame and both of my arms are wrapped around Seiya and I am like fighting so hard to not get pulled through that door. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm completely unhinged. Anyway, Seiya's pained me too. He wore a pitying expression. Ugh, I feel you. Seiya? You are starting to fall into that devil's trap. It's madness to feel sympathy for a demon. He's manipulating you. Huh? But it's not like that at all. I think I can convince him to give up on taking my soul. You really think you can have a conversation with a demon? His harsh words left me speechless. Oh. Suddenly he grabbed me by the arm, took me to the back of the room, and... What are you doing? I shouldn't have let you go out. I should have kept you safe. Kept you here. And now you're going to try to make Seiya look unhinged, like he's going to, like, tie me up or some shit. And it's like, please, tie me up, tie me down. I like it. That demon is exploiting you. So much so that you're beginning to trust him. I should have been more cautious. What? No, I'm not being exploited. I just wanted to confront Manami. It's not too late. I'll make you see the truth. Please do. Please do so we can date you a second time. Please just listen to me. Shh, don't listen to her. Even though this is to help you return home, it seems like Seiya won't listen to you. Even if he doesn't accept my plans right away, I'm sure he'll understand. Your interpretation of Manami as your burden is commendable. However, I'm afraid that's the only commendable thing you've told me. If you insist on being so naive, you won't be able to confront him. I'll have to do it for you. What are you planning to do to him? Are you going to exorcise him? I can't exorcise a demon in this environment, but there are other ways to deal with him. They're gonna make Seiya the main antagonist in Manami's route. And, fair, because they both hate each other, so they would be each other's antagonist. But here's the thing. Like, Minami being a demon trying to take our soul and trying to fuck with our mom and us having to exorcise him and do whatever and get rid of him. It's like, that doesn't bother me. But you trying to make Seiya seem evil, oh no, he's going to hurt poor Minami. I'm not going to feel bad for Minami and be like, good, yeah, get rid of Seiya. No, if you hurt Seiya, I'm going to be pissed. Like, so that's not going to endear me into Minami or his route. You know what I'm saying? Like, them doing horrible things to Minami didn't change my opinion. It's not like, oh my god, I hate him, he's an asshole. He's a demon and he's kind of an asshole. Valid. We're expecting him to be a bit of an asshole in his route. You know what I mean? But you can't turn Seiya evil and make me then go, good, Minami. Like, it's not going to work that way. You know what I mean? Like, it fits Minami's character. And, like, yes, exercising Minami and trying to get rid of him would fit Seiya's character, but it's going to make me kind of dislike this route. And, like, because you're trying to make me dislike the character that I love the best. And I'm not going to buy it. So I'm a little concerned where you're going to go with this, and you're going to sour the route a little bit like that. Though logically it makes sense. I can't fault them for it, so. And don't worry. I know everything there is to know about his ilk. I won't fail to remove him. Remove him? Please, I beg you, don't hurt him. Overflowing with emotion, I shook Seiya's hand off as hard as I could. You may know a lot about demons, but you don't know the first thing about Minami. Oh god, yeah, we're totally in love with Minami, and this is crazy. You must never trust a demon. You need a strong heart to resist, or you'll never defeat him. Of that there can be no doubt. One of the happy endings has to be we sell our soul to him. And, like, whatever, because, like, there's no way. There's no way we're gonna not have that kind of ending, you know? It's no good. Seiya's not going to accept a demon. This conversation's a waste of time. But I want Seiya to understand. He's always been by my side. He's always tried to help me. Yeah, but you know what I'm getting at. You've got to learn to face up to those things on your own. For now, I need to warn Minami before Seiya does something drastic. Sorry, but I think it best if I continue on my own from here, so... I pulled out the phone he gave me from my pocket. Then I placed it on his desk. We're breaking up with Seiya, and I hate it. I'm returning this. Thank you for letting me borrow it. I turned my back on Seiya and walked away. I have to resolve this on my own. Well, not totally alone. You've got me, after all. You're right. I reached out for the doorknob. Then I felt a strong grip on my hand and something cold wrap around my wrist. Huh? Did you just handcuff me? I looked down to see a handcuff on my wrist. Okay. So, okay, this is kinky, and I'm in it. She's not going to like it, and this is not where you're going with it, but I'm here for it. Seiya yanked me back, securing the other end around a pole. Oh. I mean, okay. It's going to be a little complicated, but sure. I was speechless. Sir! At least let me, like, how am I going to take my shirt off if it's like, well, I can unbutton it, I guess, whatever. You know, she's just going to see it as like a prison sentence, and I'm over here kinky. Okay, Seiya, I got it. And this is what I must do to keep you safe. Even if that means you'll end up hating me for it. I won't ever hate you for it. I'm into it. His tone was calm, but left no room for argument. I will do whatever you say. She needs to be handcuffed. She's crazy. Also, the other voice in her head, completely fucking insane, and neither one of these whores will listen to me. I keep telling them to stay with you, but like, no, they want to go chase after the demon. Seiya quietly walked to a cabinet, pulling a key from his coat to unlock it. He opened the drawer, revealing a small handgun. A wave of dread washed over me. I can't believe Seiya's gonna go try to kill Minami like already. His eyes were dark, seemingly void of life. It was as if he were looking into pure darkness. This is a special gun designed to destroy evil souls. It's normally used for HO missions, but for a third-rate demon like Minami, it just might do the trick. He spoke with a smile, looking like an entirely different person. No, he is beautiful and happy and adorable, and I just want to smoosh his little cheeks. Why is he smiling? It seemed as though this obsession with demons had driven him mad. No, he's just trying to protect you because you're an idiot. Saya placed the pistol on his breast coat pocket and strolled toward the exit. Please wait! Can't we discuss this? I'm just gonna say, if Minami kills Saya, it's not gonna endear me to him. I don't care if Saya's trying to kill Minami. This is the sad part. Like, I'm really starting to feel like personally we should have done Minami first. Because then we would have been like, I still love Saya and like whatever, and it would have been hard, but then I might have been able to be like, okay, well, we don't know fully about Saya. I adore him, but like whatever. But now that I am so endeared to him and like he's so perfect, anything he does against Minami is not going to make me feel bad for Minami. And so it kind of, again, it's spoiling it a little bit. It's like, I expect Minami to be a bit of a dick. He was a bit of a dick in Koyo's route. He's been a bit of a dick in Seiya's route. He's a bit of a dick. You know, and like, we're here for trash, so like, fine, he's going to be a bit of a dick. Okay. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy his route. But you're going to take away some enjoyment when Minami kills Seiya. Like, it didn't take away my enjoyment of Seiya with Seiya killing Minami in Seiya's during his own route. You know what I mean? Like, okay. What ifs? Doesn't bother me. And it probably wouldn't have bothered me if we did Minami first. You know what I mean? Because Minami's a bit of a dick. But because Seiya's my fucking favorite, you trying to make him like, oh, he's going to go kill Minami, and I can be like, no! I'm going to be like, okay, whatever. You're trying to make me dislike Seiya, and I don't like that. So it's going to, I don't know, like, I'm already like, nah, yeah, no. No, you're already not making me enjoy Minami's route. Or feel like that's where it's going. And I don't like that. I want to go into it and be like, all right, yeah, and not, no, you're already on shaky ice. You're on cracked ice. Like, this ice is melting. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to drown here. Like, I don't like it. Cracked ice, thin ice. You know what I mean? Good God, I can't with the words. Anyway, as though my words and voice couldn't reach him, Saya left the room. This is bad. Minami's in danger. However, my arm was secured firmly to the pillar. I have to find a way to warn him. You know how to get in touch with him, right? Oh. I guess I do. Minami's an incubus, after all. I closed my eyes and tried breathing slowly. It's no good if I rush. I've got to calm down. Sleep didn't come easily. And yet I felt as though I was being drawn into a dream. Aw, you ruined our hide-and-seek game. But you fell asleep for my sake. And that's sweet. And gross. And I love it. I'll come pick you up now. Just wait for me, Spacey. Are we in Minami's route? Nope, Minami's perspective, but we're heading full into it, because, like, this is scenes that we've never seen, so. You sure were stupid for sleeping for me. If it was from you from before, I wouldn't have believed it. All to save a demon like me. How could you be so dumb? How could you be so kind-hearted? Why are you so kind to me? Oh, it's a cute CG, though. I mean, okay, here's the thing. He's not my favorite because but, like, they do. He does not have the same face in his CGs as he does in his sprite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Hibiki's CG, Hibiki's sprite still looked roughly the same. You know what I mean? And, like, of course, the CGs are always a little bit better. You know what I mean? They've got more. Okay, hold on. Hold on, buddy. All right, come on. I know you gotta go potties. All right, hold on. Give me a second. I gotta get my fat ass up while we're staring at the CG and talking. You know what I mean? Like, Hibiki looked like Hibiki. Looked like a teenage boy. You know what I mean? And his CGs were good and everything. I'm not saying anything like that. But, like, Minami, though, looks 12. And he's too cutesy for me. And then his CGs, you're like, he kind of actually just looks like like a teenage boy. You know what I mean? He looks like our age. Like, again, still not my, like, favorite age grouping in a game. You know what I mean? When it's like, okay, don't look like a child. I mean, like, but, like, they've aged him up in his CGs, so his CGs are not like, oh, it's cute, but it looks like I'm in love with, like a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? It's like they took away some of his baby face. He still has the giant saucer eyes, But, like, there's something about it that's just, like, less adorable. Like, look at you, Grandma, I want to pinch your cheeks. And, like, he's kind of more beautiful in his CGs. And I appreciate that. Because it makes me enjoy the CGs a lot more. You know what I mean? But, like, so he obviously rescued us. And did he rescue us and pull us? Are we in his house now? Huh. You're really pissing me off, you know that? I had plans for a soul pact with you, and then some pesky god decided to fall in love with you. You blocked Seo when he tried to take me out, and now you go and do this and worry me? Like, he looks so good in his CGs that you're like, okay, again, I mean, that we saw that before. I mean, the first CG I think of him had the adorable face, but he was trying to look all sweet and innocent and scared and, like, manipulate us. But, like, now it's like, okay, if you just kept him in his CGs, I could be here 100%. But then you're going to go back to being his adorable sprite self, and it's only going to be like 80. Also, if you make Seiya evil, I'm not going to like it. But when Seiya's not around, I can get into it. So keep Seiya out of it. Take him and just forget he exists so that I can just pretend for a little while, you know? There you are, sleeping peacefully like an angel. It's my golden opportunity, and yet I can't do anything. Maybe I'm the fool here. Once, just this once, I'll make an exception. I never asked for her help, but Spacey tried to save me. I owe her for that. So for now, I'll just let her sleep. Why would you go and do a thing like that? You do things like that and I'll end up having feelings for you. Please stop doing things for my sake. Because if you don't, I might just fall for you. I don't want to feel like this. Ugh, it's so aggravating. Yet she's so adorable. And I like the fact that they're giving it, like, we kind of already saw, like, oh, maybe you got some human emotions, but now he, like, really, like, kind of does, you know what I mean? Bird, what is your damage? What are you doing? If I have my hand there, you're biting me, but then you're, like, running back and forth, you're too fidgety. You're a fidget! He's like, he wants me to pet him, but, like, anyway. Huh? I was expecting Minami to show up in my dreams, but he never did. Instead, I felt groggy, as though I'd overslept. I suddenly sat up and an unfamiliar scene unfolded before my tired eyes. Where am I? Am I inside a tent? I quickly understood I was no longer at the HO. I seemed to be staring out into a dark forest. There, along with me, was Minami. Oh, what a relief! You're safe! Overwhelmed with relief at seeing Minami, I instinctively grabbed his hand. He looked surprised for a moment, but then broke into a smile. Aren't you adorable? You nearly made my heart skip a beat. His comment made me suddenly self-aware, and I quickly released his hand. Sorry, I was just so worried about you. So, where are we? I once again looked around my surroundings as I spoke. Welcome to my playground, aka my home. This is your home? I took another look around. There were all kinds of toys and dolls. Most of them seemed rather childish. I couldn't help but giggle, finding all of it quite endearing. Yet upon closer inspection, I noticed that each item had a unique style that made my smile falter. It really reflects your personality. It's nice. Wait a second. I looked up. I had fallen asleep at the HO to warn Minami about some looming danger. Yet I woke up here. How did you manage to bring me to your place, Minami? I whisked you away, obviously. Seriously, you should be a little more considerate about where you fall asleep. You didn't exactly make things easy for me. Right. Sorry. Honestly, I'm impressed you made it in. That part was easy. Now getting Say off my tail, that was tricky. Actually, the biggest issue wasn't even Seiya. It was the air around the Khalifa tree. That thing makes me want to puke. Sorry. That's probably why I didn't see Minami in my dream. He was too busy dealing with Seiya. Anyway, I noticed Manami grinning at me. You resisted sleeping for so long, but seeing you sleep for my sake, Spacey, it made me want to play with you a bit more. Hey, wait, does that mean... Did you do something to me? I wonder. He flashed me a taunting smile. That's not even funny to joke about, sir. Did he really do something to me? Unable to read his mind, I panicked. Hey, Spacey, for you to go out of your way to do all that for me? You must really like me, huh? My heart skipped a beat and my face grew hot. That's not true. Just thought I should let you know. That's all, and sleeping was the only way I knew to reach you. Oh, so you don't like me, huh? He peered at me as if he was testing me. Well, stay silent. Because saying I don't like you it's not true. It's true for me. I don't like you like that. You're alright, but I'm in love with Seiya, but like, whatever, I get it. We're Minami's route. So, saying I don't like you, but staying silent is like, I'm not going to admit that I like you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know. I couldn't find the words to speak. Didn't feel right to say that I hated him, but seeing my hesitation, Minami smiled. Oh, I expected you to say you hate me. That's a surprise. Finally lost your mind, eh? I mean, yeah. How'd you jump to that conclusion? Because it's weird that you wouldn't hate me. I'm trying to consume your soul, after all. He had a point. Faced with the true nature of the situation, I had no words to speak. But the more I got to know Minami, the more my feelings toward him slowly began to change. Although he was a demon, I found something that resembled humanity in him. Looks like the feeling's mutual. Come give me a big kiss. Ugh, sure as heck don't like you if that's what you think. It's just, well, I don't hate you either. Oh yeah? Oh well, whatever. Having asked, Minami seemed to lose interest and turned away. Did he just ask that on a whim? Either way, I'm just glad we managed to get out of that situation before. However, I knew that Seiya took the action he did for my sake. He must be worried sick. Thinking of Seiya, I began to feel rather depressed and let out a long sigh. Me too. Stop thinking about Seiya. So, you're heading back to him? Stop reading my mind! I really hate it when you do that. Boy, are you stupid. Don't you get that I get a kick out of doing what you don't like? What a Minami thing to say, seriously. I muttered the words under my breath. So, are you going home or what? I can't just go back now. I've clearly sided with you. That's exactly right. After what I've done, there's simply no turning back. Clearly you're my burden. I need to find a way to resolve things with you. That's what that god wants and why I've been spirited away. I was determined to figure this out and find a way back to the mortal realm. Well, that sucks. Having to do with some stupid god wants you to. Minami sulked, but then quickly smirked as if thinking of something wicked. What am I saying? I'm not letting you go home. Not until you give me your soul, anyway. Huh, like that'll happen. Whoa, look at us. We've got this little fun will they won't they rivalry between us. Ugh, there's something fun about this. But actually, he had a point. Our interests weren't exactly aligned. I wanted to return home safely. He didn't want me to. No matter the reason, I still want to praise you for choosing me over Seiya. Good girl. Minami patronizingly patted my head. Ugh, stop that! It's creepy. Instinctively, I brushed his hand away, but the smile stayed on his face. He seemed pleased. You're the creep. Look at you trying to save me. Yuck. All right, let's stop with the name-calling. We're even, okay? We're both creeps. Felt odd saying it. Maybe Minami's rubbing off on me. He'd like to be. You're welcome. He's got me saying all these strange things. And that's besides the point. What matters more is, if Minami's in a good mood, this could be my chance to ask him some questions and get more information about him. I know Minami's a demon, but something doesn't Something doesn't hear still. Wow, what? My brain just had a seizure. Tim, Ronald, bad. Corner. Something here still doesn't add up. Something doesn't here still doesn't add up. I just wanted to read it the way they wrote it. There are moments when Manami displays emotions that seem almost human. It was almost as though he wasn't a full demon, which I feel like is fair assumption, and they've kind of led us to believe that, so. Still, I knew he wouldn't give me a straight answer, even if I asked. He's in a good mood now, but that can change in an instant if I say the wrong thing. Unless there's one where he just no longer a demon or something, because maybe he wasn't always a demon, you know? Besides, I need to think about which Manami I should try to talk to. Which one should I approach? I'm assuming sleep, the one in your sleep, or bow down is the current one. I don't know what that means. Which one should I approach and then sleep and bow down? I would assume the one here, because the one in your dream's a little more sadistic than this one. Like the one in your dream has no emotion. It's like yeah, all business. This one is a little bit more playful. So no, it's sleep. Okay, interesting. I laid down on the rug and closed my eyes. Um, what? What's gotten into you? Manami looked at me, surprised. Don't tell me you want to see me in your dreams. So what if I do? Ew, gross. Seriously? What's gotten into you? Is your head okay? I get you did what you did before to save me, but what's your excuse this time? I told you before, didn't I? You're my challenge. That's why I have to confront you. In my dreams, that is. But I'm right here, the real deal. How is dream me any different? The Manami in front of me had that carefree vibe. I liked that, but he also avoided my questions. I needed to get him into his element and get the truth from him while he was acting as a demon. It's too easy to talk to you here. I think the version of you I need to face is the more devious one. Thinking back, the last time I met him in a dream, he let slip something that concerned me. I'd need to speak to the dream version of him if I wanted to resolve that. All right, but if you're set on sleeping, use my bed instead of the floor. You don't mind? Go ahead. I prefer it there anyway. What does he mean by that? I was still a bit confused, but it certainly beat sleeping on the floor. I moved over to his bed, only to find Manami following closely behind. Why are you following me? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna sleep with you. As soon as Manami said that, he grabbed my hand. Back into the CG that we had earlier, but this time he's got a little pout and we're wide awake. So, same CG, but still a different version of it. Why are you getting in bed too? So I can enter your dream. What's the big deal? It's absolutely a big deal. Feeling his breath on my skin made my heart skip a beat. In return, Manami merely gave me a mischievous smirk. And just in case Saya tries to beat me to it, I can't let him take you away from me. He's talking about my soul, right? I tried to tell myself that. Yet I recalled him saying he was interested in me personally, and I would let Saya take me away, far, far away. Then does that mean... Now's not the time for this! I just love sleeping next to you. It feels so good. Excuse me? What's he talking about? He makes it sound like we've slept next to each other before. Kind of reminds me of our first encounter on the train, right? You didn't do anything to me back then, did you? Once I figured out that the stupid god put you on a train without protection, I rushed over to make sure I was on the train too. I gave you my shoulder to lean on. I just wanted to give you some support, you know? I had no idea. Thinking back, I was asleep on that train. Manami was the one who woke me up. See, because then here's baby-faced Manami. But like here, he's not exactly as baby-faced. I never would have imagined he was a demon back then. I saved you from simply passing out on the floor of that train. I realized I was being nice to you and it made me want to puke. His actions were kind, but his words describing the incident were anything but. Typical Manami. He's like, yeah, I was nice to you. I was gonna vomit. He's just trying to, like, he's that typical guy. He's like, yeah, no, it's so fucking gross. It's so gross. I don't like you. Ew, no, you're gross. Wow, being in liking you would be so gross. So what you're saying is you're secretly in love with this person and you just don't want to admit it. You just can't admit it yet. What? Ew, gross. And you're like, okay. He's that guy. Yet something felt off. I know we're over time, but the scene is still going, so we're gonna keep going. Hey, why didn't you force me to have a nightmare back then? With that, Manami froze. Then his expression quickly returned to normal. I was worried the shock might kill you if I plunged you into despair right away. I mean, we were heading to hell anyway. Having you die on me there would have been problematic. There was something off about the way he spoke. I turned to look at him and noticed that he quickly glanced away, full of shit. Before all I could do was watch you. I always wanted to touch you, and there you were. I don't really get it myself. I was just so thrilled I couldn't think of anything to do. It caught me off guard. I was dumbfounded. That sounds so contradictory. His words didn't match with what he said when we first met. But I don't mind. Instead, it stirred something inside me. I was right. Manami was a demon, but there was something about him that wasn't pure evil. And what's wrong with being contradictory? Just part of who I am. I can't change that. Hey, cut it out! Manami pinched my cheek, and reflexively I pulled his ear. We are literal children right now. We simply glared at each other, neither of us willing to back down. Actually, why are we doing this? I'll let go first, then you let go, okay, Manami? We're not gonna get any sleep like this. He let go, and I let go out of relief. Why do we always end up fighting? But I was glad to see more of his humanity. Suddenly a sweet scent wafted into my nostrils, and I realized it was coming from Manami. Sleep gradually overcame me, and I fell into a deep sleep. And we'll get into Manami's perspective in the next part. So, listen, as long as Seiya doesn't show up and he's not here, it's okay. We're gonna have fun. But, like, stop bringing Seiya into it. Just don't mention his name. Don't talk about him, because it makes me sad and it makes me pine and miss him. And then it's gonna personally ruin it for Manami. Like, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the route if I'm pining over Seiya. So don't bring him up. You know what I mean? But now we're here. And as long as we don't ever just keep him out of sight, because he's always in the back of my mind and deep in my heart. So, you know, but out of sight, I won't be like, oh, no, I want to be with you instead, you know. It'll be easier to me to just pine internally instead of externally, you know. And then I can enjoy Manami's route for what it is instead of pining away wishing I was with Seiya instead. So, just saying. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.